Hello, friends. Helena Grant here, transformational life coach, yoga teacher, and creator of the online group coaching program, Courageous, closing for enrollment this Friday. And I just wanted to pop in with a little video outlining the steps for one of my favorite poses in all of yoga. It is a very accessible, very restorative pose that can help relieve anxiety, relieve backaches, relieve headaches, improve your circulation, calm your nervous system, your central nervous system, and just give you an overall sense of well-being and calm, which we could all use at any time. But I find this in particular to really assist me towards the end of the day if I'm feeling lethargic, or even just before bed. This is a very good pose to employ as you prepare for sleep. Again, very calming, very soothing for the system, and very restorative, improves circulation. So I recommend this especially for people with any kind of restless leg syndrome, when you sort of have that feeling like the energy in your legs just isn't going to stop. And I also love this pose because it is an inversion where you are positioning your body in a way that really kind of runs contrary to how we normally position ourselves. We're normally standing, sitting, walking, running, but oftentimes our feet are not often over our heads. So this is called Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. And I'm going to show you a really easy way to get into this pose. So you'll see I have my yoga mat with the short end up against the wall, and I'm going to scoot in towards the wall with my feet and my glutes as close to the wall as possible, and then lie down on my side and bring my legs up on the wall. And I want to scooch the hips as close to the wall as possible so that the legs are nice and straight. Now, you might find that your hamstrings could be a little tight. And if that's the case, if you can't sort of keep your knees straight, I invite you to put a blanket or a block underneath your hips to elevate them a little bit. You'll see that relieves your hamstrings. And here with the legs up the wall, knowing that the circulation is kind of working against gravity. Normally gravity's helping, the flow of our blood in a very specific way. And in this position, we're really allowing the flow to move in a different direction towards our heart. And this is what helps reoxygenate the blood, and also contributes to this pose being very, very restorative. So already, I don't really feel much like talking. I can just really feel my body settling into the mat, into the floor, just feeling this wonderful support under the shoulder blades, under the hips. And even just having been here for a few seconds, I can feel the blood draining down from my feet. And you might even feel like you want to sort of wiggle your toes a little bit or move your ankles side to side. You will likely feel a sensation in your feet in particular that, again, are accustomed to receiving the blood in a very different way than they are right now. Of course, your heart is still pumping, you're still getting blood, but because it has to work in a different way, you might be feeling different sensations in your physical body. So as we just take a moment here, and this pose, Viparita Karani, legs up the wall, you can do for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Any amount of time will initiate, again, that response in your central nervous system to just calm down, soothe itself, and to know that everything's okay. Everything's okay. We can really be the ones that are in charge of our response to the world. We can take this moment to restore our well-being, our sense of peace, our sense of calm. And again, I really enjoy doing this at the end of a yoga class or before bed. I especially like this after there's been any kind of intense movement, or I've been sitting for a long time, or if I've been dancing after weddings. You know, back when we had those, I would often do this after being in high heels all night. And it just feels so good and really helps your body and your system on so many levels. And so I wanted to offer this to you as an option today or any day, and to also give you a sense of what it's like to work with me as a yoga teacher, which I do offer yoga workshops, yoga classes, but yoga is a huge part of my Courageous program, because for me, personal development and self-discovery can be amplified so significantly as we explore and welcome in the physical aspect of our body and really tune in to the power of somatic processing. That's a big part of existential kink and alchemization, which are the foundational principles of Courageous. So again, really a very easy, accessible pose here for you, Viparita Karani. I hope that this yoga pose video gave you a little quick insight into this position that you can enter into at any point in the day. Anytime you're just feeling like you're sort of slogging through, we can really find a lot of energy in taking a moment and taking a breath and just calming down and soothing ourselves. So thank you so much for hopefully enjoying this, and for joining me here for this Viparita Karani. I'm going to just sign off now and really let myself enjoy this sensation of having my legs up the wall. Until the next, ciao.